So we just saw a brand new Minecraft snapshot come out, which could be the most controversial thing since, what, 1.9 maybe? And do you want to know what this snapshot added that made it so controversial and why so many people hate it? They made villagers actually balanced. I know, the terrors, but the days of the current villager exploits going on appear to be numbered, because it looks like Mojang are actually taking seriously the issues that were introduced with the Village and Pillage update. Now naturally the biggest issue is with librarians, and the rather OP where you can just get good bugs by just constantly destroying and replacing the lectern until you get a good trade. That is somewhat going away, because now to get some bugs you need biome specific villagers, including swamp and jungle villagers which don't naturally spawn. So that's right, you might end up going on quite a trek just to get the bugs you need. And that is a pretty great thing, because we can all agree that the current system is broken, and it's just not a fun or rewarding experience, seeing how easy it is just to get these top tier enchanted bugs in the first few days. Now there has been a lot of opposition to this change, because now top tier enchantments such as mending, efficiency, fortune, silk touch and more are now much more difficult to get. And people are saying that this is an unnecessary change that makes things harder. But yeah. That's the point. And I know what people are going to say, because they've been saying it on Twitter already. It's a sandbox. Why are you imposing such rules on a sandbox game which are supposed to be about how the player wants to play them? If a player doesn't want to explore half the world just to get a book they want, then why should they be forced to? To that I can just say one thing. That is such a terrible argument, and it is so on so many levels I don't even know where to start. Firstly, just because it's a sandbox game doesn't mean it should be easy or filled with exploitable mechanics. At the end of the day, things are just balanced and work well, are just more fun and more rewarding. But that doesn't mean that people can be always trusted in doing things that are, in the end, the best when it comes to getting the most fun or engagement out of the game. I mean, just look at a game like The Sims. It is technically a sandbox, but there still has to be some balance and challenge and actual progression in it. And while there are various cheats and exploits in the game, we can all agree that once you do it once, well, things really aren't the same, and you just don't have the same kind of enjoyment as you used to. And those things can be very tempting. When things get annoying or difficult, it is tempting to just go the easier route and set up a villager trading and breeding horde that looks more like an industrial cattle farm than a place where, you know, actual villagers live, sleep and work and whatnot. Which sure, while I have the freedom of just not using some broken mechanics, they are very much still there, and if you're playing on a multiplayer server especially, that doesn't mean other people will have the same courtesy. And trying to find your own level of fun and balance in the game is also kind of dumb. I did not pay Mojang for this game to balance it for them. I paid Mojang to deliver a finished product that is, out of the box, balanced and the most fun possible. And the current system just simply isn't fun. There's very little fun to be gained from exploiting these kind of broken mechanics, and a lot more fun to be gained from actually, you know, exploring the world, especially in a game where exploration is one of the main cornerstones. Just because something is a sandbox game is no excuse for delivering a game to the player that is not balanced or not as fun as it could be. And by making it more balanced, they're making it more fun and enjoyable for everyone, whilst also playing to what the game's strengths are. The game's strengths lie in creativity, exploration, and not in abusing easily exploitable features just for that quick high. Because pacing in a game is important, and getting endgame stuff way too early on will mess with your entire experience. Because like I said, people can't be trusted to have fun. And with the allure of cheap and easy victories being so strong, players can often not be trusted to do things that deliver the most fun to them just because we are, well, kind of lazy. That is why, once again, I'd rather have Mojang make those decisions for me, rather than me trying to figure out what is the most enjoyable thing for me, instead of them just delivering the optimal experience in the first place. And while I could go on a whole rant about this do-it-your-way attitude in gaming is currently such a giant plague, and why people who like such systems are contributing to the death of the industry as a whole, but that is a video topic for another time. Is the system they introduced in this snapshot perfect? No, absolutely not. And I think they can still do a lot more to still make things fun while also keeping villagers balanced. But I'm so glad to see that they're actually addressing this issue, and they're also fixing so many other things introduced with Village and Pillage. For example, players can no longer infect and incur villagers en masse for much better pricing, and wandering traders will now also have much better trades, and they can even buy stuff from you. I am so excited to read the comments on this video now,